Hey, hi, and Assalamualaikum. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my free online lesson. Okay, my name is Amir Safwan bin Ismail, a mechanical engineer in ACAD Systems Penang, and today I'm going to show you how you can make an innovative design with Inventor Shape Generator. Okay, a little bit about Shape Generator. It is an approach to design a lightweight, structurally efficient part. It's designed to maximize part stiffness based on our own specified constraints. Okay, it is integrated into Inventor itself, making it very convenient for us to use within the design process. So it basically generates a 3D mesh that guides the design refinement and also very beneficial for us during early or conceptual design stages. So there are a few parameter or variables that we need to set up for in order for Inventor to do the calculations. Okay, so you can find these parameters in the Inventor itself on the panel on the top or in the model tree on the left. Okay, so to start off, the first one we have material, follow up with constraints, loads, preserve regions, symmetry planes, shape generator settings, and also mesh settings. Okay, so you might want to take a note that the shape generator is not supported for assemblies or multi-body parts, which is it is only available for single parts. Okay, so I'm going to explain each of these parameters that we need to set up. So once we get into Inventor, you can get a grasp of what I am going to explain. Okay, so the first one, it is material. So to assign material, we can just simply click on assign, and we want to choose for this example in this lesson, which is still mild. Okay, it is to define the structural characteristics of the parts, and also different material will affect the density used for the mass calculation. Next one, we have constraints. We can apply constraints by using the fixed, pin, or frictionless. Okay, for this lesson, we are going to use the fixed constraint. Simply click or select the two faces on the mounting pads as shown in the picture over here. And then you want to click on apply. Next one, what we are going to set up is the load. Okay, in the magnitude box, put a value of 100 Newton. Okay, again, this is example for this lesson. So you just simply select the inside face edge for all the mounting slots and then click on apply. Next one is preserve regions under the goals and criteria panel. Here you want to select the top face on the parts as shown in the picture over here, and then a green box will appear and we need to adjust the size of the box by dragging the arrow around and then until we get the top portion part over here covered. And then you want to click on apply. Next one, we have symmetry plane. Under the active planes over here, we want to select the horizontal and vertical planes so that when the shape generated, it will be symmetry based on the plane that we choose. Next, we have shape generator settings. Under the mass target, select reduce original by percent and place a value of 60. Okay, this is completely depends on you. You can increase the original percent or you can also decrease the percent to see different results. Okay, for mesh resolution, you want to make it the value of 3 or you want to make it more fine or more coarse. It is depends on you. Okay, the more fine it is, the more high the resolution and also the more time the software need to calculate. Okay, after you're done, click on OK. Then for mesh settings, under common setting in the average element size box, set the value to 0.02 and then click on mesh view and mesh will begin to calculate. Okay, so what mesh is, it is any object that can be manipulated to create different shapes and forms. Okay, so mesh consists of vertices, or you call it points, and also edges. So these vertices and edges will form planes, and planes have two types, which is triads, which contains three vertices and edges, and also we have quads, which have four. Okay, so usually Inventor uses triads, which has three vertices and edges. As you can see in the picture over here, we have three. So this is what we call mesh. Okay, so Inventor take advantage of these shapes to create different designs. Okay? At the same time, maintain the structure and reduce the material used in manufacturing this part. Okay, so after we get the results, such as in the part on the left hand side over here, we want to promote the generated shape to the next process, which is for refining. And we should get the results in the middle over here, where the mesh we overlap with original part, okay, as a guide for our new design. And then we will use appropriate tools to modify the parts and also apply fillets for our finishing touch, which is we will get in the right hand side output over here. And then lastly, we might want to analyze the result to see and to check the stress locations based on the shape generated that we have made earlier. Yes, so let's go ahead and jump into Inventor and start our shape generator. Okay, so over here we have overall assembly of our machine. So I'm going to make this cyan part in the middle over here, and I want to use the shape generator feature. Okay, you want to select by part priority, right click on our parts, and then click on open. Once the project have opened, okay, just simply click on shape generator over here. All right, and this pop-up will show, just click on OK. So as you can see, this parameter have been set up, so we will start from scratch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete this pre-made setups. So here, the first thing is we want to apply the material. Okay, simply click on assign materials over here. As you can see, original material is already steel mild. If you want to override the material, you can just click here and then search for steel mild. Click on OK. Then what you want to do is apply constraints. Here under constraints panel over here, click on fixed. And then determine the location, which is these two mounting pads over here, and then click on apply and then just close. Next, we have to determine the loads. Okay, under loads panel over here, select force. Okay, for magnitude, we want to put 100 Newton. Okay, 100 Newton. And for location, click on this face over here. Okay, for all slots, 4 slots over here. Then click on apply. Just close it, and then we want to set up the preserve region. Here you can find the option over here under goals and criteria panel, and we have preserve region. Okay, for location, select the top face over here, and then as you can see, a green box will appear, and we just adjust the size. Okay, you can simply drag the arrow until we covers the top part over here. Okay, something like this. Click on apply and just close the tab. Then moving on, we want to determine the symmetry plane. Okay, this is very simple. Just select the horizontal and vertical planes over here under active planes, and then click on OK. What we are going to do next is open the shape generator settings. Okay, so this you can play around with the settings until you get the exact value you want. So for the sake of the example for this lesson, I'm just going to stick with 60%. Okay, you can also choose target mass. So original mass is 0.918. Maybe I want to reduce the mass to a particular mass, new mass. For example, we have over here 0.367. You can also use this way. Okay, so for this example, I'll just stick with reduce original percent by 60. Okay, for mesh resolution, I'm just going to use the value of 3. Okay, the last value, as you can see, it says expect a longer solve time, which means the finer it is, the longer the time it takes for the software to do the calculation. Okay, and then click on OK. And then click on this icon over here, which is mesh settings. Okay, to open the mesh settings tab. Average element size over here, you want to use 0.02. Okay, and the other I will leave as it is. Okay, click on OK. Then what you are going to do is click on this mesh view, and then our part will view as a mesh. As I mentioned earlier, mesh is consists of these triangular shapes that can be manipulated. This Okay, so that is basically all you need to set up to run the um, shape generator. Okay, next you need to click on generate shape for Inventor to start the calculation. This window will pop up, and then just click on run. Okay, it might take some times depending on your uh, uh, device specifications. All right, let it settle down for computing the results. Okay, as I said earlier, the finer your mesh resolution, the longer it takes, okay, to run the calculation. Anytime now. Okay, now we have our generated shapes. So what we are going to do is we want to promote the shape so that it will overlay with our original parts, okay, as a guide to our new shape. Okay, click on promote shape for current part 5. Click on OK. Let me adjust the view. Okay, from here, it is viewed as wireframe. What you are going to do is click on View tab over here. For visual style, click on Shaded with Edges. Yes, you can see uh, as you can see the mesh is overlap with the original shape. So what I'm going to do is using appropriate sketch tools, okay, to extrude cut our uh, part over here. Okay, just simply right click on this face and then click on new sketch. From here, I want to create a construction line in the middle over here. Okay, click on the line over here and then click on construction line, or you can use the center line over here. Okay, so what construction line do is if we made an extrusion, okay, this line will not be affected. Then we can go ahead and create our sketch. Okay, so for the shape, it doesn't have to be exact the same shape as I'm making here. Okay, it can be vary, okay, depending on your settings that you have made. Okay, maybe I want to create a curve on the end over here. I can just use a 3-point arc over here. Click on these 2 points and then just hover your mouse a little bit to the front, and then we will have the shape over here. Okay, just simply follow the generated shapes that the inventor have made for us. Okay, something like this. Okay, and now for the middle section over here, click on this part over here until we get to the middle. Okay, we can just simply make one side and then mirror to the another side. Okay, makes things easier for us. Just follow the mesh. Very simple. Now we have one side sketch over here. Want to select the sketches. Okay, and then click on mirror over here. Then determine the mirror line, which is the center line or construction line that we have made earlier. Then click on apply and done. Okay, as you can see, we have this symmetrical sketch over here. What we are going to do next is click on extrude and then select the sketches that we have made. Okay, and then click on through all and cut. Click on OK, and then we can see the result over here. Okay, if you want to see the cleaner version where you want to hide the mesh, simply right click on the mesh over here and turn off the visibility. Okay, for finishing touch, I want to make fillet. Okay, just simply click on fillet. Okay, on the right panel over here, we have options for set selection priority to features. Okay, we're going to use this one and select our features, which is extrude just now. Okay, please select and make it 5mm. Okay, click on this plus icon to create new fillet, which I will apply over here. Okay, for this one, you maybe want to select priority to edges. Then select the remaining edges that you want to fill it. Okay, so that looks good to me. And then you can click on OK. So this is basically finished products. But what I'm going to do next is I want to analyze uh, or run the stress calculations. Okay, go ahead and choose environments. Click on stress analysis and then create new simulation. Okay, just leave the default setting as it is. Click on OK. Okay, the same step as we set up shape generation before. We need to assign the material. Okay, still mild. Then we want to apply constraint. The uh, same exact place that we have made earlier. Okay, force. Select the faces. The magnitude is 100 Newton. Click on apply. And then for this one, it doesn't have preserved regions. We have this mesh view. I might want to open mesh settings first. Average element size is 0.02. Click OK. And then click on mesh view. It will generate the mesh for us, and then basically our settings for stress analysis have complete, and now we want to click on simulate to see the stress point. Okay, click on run study, and there we can see little to no stress for our shape generation design. Okay, so as you can see, it is adjusted to X1. If you want to see an actual deformation, okay, just click on actual over here. As you can see, there are little to no difference at all. Okay, you can zoom in and see uh, this outline over here, which determine the original location for our mesh view. Okay, you can, if you are satisfied with your result, you can click on finish analysis. And then when you go back to your assembly part, you can already see it is automatically update the part for us. Okay, so that is basically it. We have go through each of the parameters that we need to set up. Okay, we also do the refining process where we promote the shape to overlay the mesh with our original part. And then we also use the sketch tool to modify our parts until we get the end result over here. Not just that, but we also do the stress analysis to check the stress location based on our generated shape. Okay, before I end our lesson, I want to navigate you guys through our ACAD system website. So over here we have KL and Penang numbers. Here we have our mission and vision statements, latest Autodesk promotion and news. If you scroll further down, you can see our upcoming free online lesson. Okay, if you are interested in learning one of these, just simply click and then scroll down until you see the link to other free online lesson. Okay, not just that, we have our ACAD system help desk over here. If you have any inquiries or issues about AutoCAD or any Autodesk software, you can just simply create a new ticket as a guest, okay, and fill in the forms, then state your issue. Okay, we also have our Ecad System YouTube channel, okay, where the past free online lessons that we have conducted, it is available over here under the live section over here. Okay, we also have playlists if you have specific Autodesk software that you want to learn. We have, uh, for example, Inventor, Fusion 360, and also AutoCAD. If you're interested in learning one of these lessons, you can go ahead and check out our YouTube channel. Okay, if you want to learn yourself, okay, this exact same file, you can go ahead and go to Autodesk and search for shape generator. Okay, you can simply download the steps, download the step-by-step guide and also the Inventor dataset itself. Okay, they also provide you the video tutorial, a shorter version from this one. Okay, if you want to do the example yourself. Okay, so that is all for me. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to uh, put your concerns in the chat box over here. Okay, and see you guys again later. Thank you and bye.